What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode.
That's what's going on in my brain right
the
now.
Legion of Comic Corrections.
What's going on in my
talk
brain?
all things comic books.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Special episode.
We're just glad that Harry's here for this. Right?
Yeah, I'm very glad that Harry's here for this.
A couple years
adds
ago
to this so many layers,
so many buens.
all the layers. So about 2 years ago, we did an episode called Bottom Five. So we had been we were very young.
We were very young
in our comic correction years.
Yeah, but we
had done
rough. Let me tell you,
it was rough. You're not lying.
We'll put a little clip of it up here while we're talking.
Just rewatch that episode.
Oh my goodness, it was rough. It was tough.
We have come a long way.
But we had 20 comic reviews under our belt at that time. And we were thinking to celebrate the 20 comic reviews, we were going to talk about what was our 5 least favorite, our most painful corrections we had done.
Yeah.
And so Logan
personally,
right.
That's important part.
Yes, personally. Yeah, not necessarily how comic egregious they were, but how comic painful they were to our comic hearts.
Yes.
And we did. Logan and I sat down and we did our top or our bottom 5.
Yeah.
And we walked through that list together. And then we our low budget selves put it on sticky note things and like kind of hung it on the wall.
Hung it on the wall.
And you couldn't see it.
Nope.
You
watched multiple episodes afterwards. You can't read them at all.
I went
back to
watch
them at all.
I went back to watch the episode and I was like, I don't really want to watch this whole episode. I'm going to look at the next episode to see what our lists say. And I couldn't read it.
You had to watch the episode.
So this time, what we're gonna do is when we go through, because we're doing a new bottom 5 today, and when we go through that, we're gonna make a graphic of it. And we're going to display what our lists are, and then I'm going to get printed on a big old poster board.
Nice,
Looks all fancy.
Right.
And we're going to put it up on the wall. Put it up on the wall.
Put it up on the wall. All right.
Put it on the
wall. I like it. We've got a little more wall space we can take care of here.
We do, and we have a little more budget. You know why? Because fans like you. If you guys are new here, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
Let's do it.
It helps the almighty algorithm. It gets our videos up to the top of that list. So like and subscribe. Make sure you do that. If you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. There's other ways to do it, though. You can go down into the description down below this video, and there's links down there. One of those places is our website, legionofcc.com.
It's an awesome website.
Pretty cool.
It's just actually an awesome website. You should check it out.
It is. Shout out to you, Brett, for making that awesome.
Red Bag Media.
The man behind the curtain.
Yeah, we love it.
The man behind the curtain.
If you go there, you can support us by buying sweet merch. Sweet merch like that. Sweet merch like this. And sweet merch like that over there. Get some spare merch over there to make sure he's ready.
Stop lying. You can't fit that
That's
over
how I'm
that
flexing.
head.
Yeah, you
and
can. There we got it.
And the headset? Absolutely not. That's a bold-faced lie.
That looks good. Just exactly like that.
Yeah, just
Wear
keep it.
Just like that.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Looking good, sir. Looking good.
You look like you're ready to rally. You got a rally cap on right
Oh,
there.
you should rally cap
it. Rally cap it.
This list needs a rally cap.
If you want to support us in a little bit more of a personal way.
Truer words have never been spoken.
If you want to support a little more of a personal way, we also have a Patreon link down there. There are 3 tiers you can join. They give you varying degrees of extras, like extra episodes.
The mic's going to get him. The mic's attacking him.
I'm out.
You get extra episodes. You get early content. You also get chances to vote on things, discount codes, all different kinds of stuff. So
you get to vote on things that put us through torture.
If you would like to torture us,
if you want to see grown men in pain,
you want to see a grown man cry,
join Patreon and vote.
I've shed a few tears.
I can't say I haven't either.
We're gonna talk about that though. Today. We're gonna talk about what made us cry.
These are the ones right here.
We got the
this
list.
is for you, the fans.
So you guys have your devices. I wrote mine on a sticker sheet. Right?
Very nice.
We've come a long way. It's about exactly the same for this one.
Greg says, I'm holding on. I'm holding on to the try and
old
shoot.
School.
I'm trying, man.
I don't do technology.
That's right.
Don't you love those people? I'm a little old school.
Listen, the written word is becoming obsolete. I want to try and preserve it as much as I can.
Says the guy that strictly uses computers.
Yeah, who's on the podcast right now.
The technology guy.
Listen, it's not by choice.
I don't believe in technology.
By necessity. All right. Well, we're talking about, so we're gonna lay some ground rules here for the bottom 5.
Yes,
so in case you didn't watch our older episode,
ding ding ding,
and in
let's
case
get it.
you don't want to watch it, because
Clear.
I honestly wouldn't. It was a pretty bad episode. But we talked about some good stuff.
Yes,
we're
we
talk
did.
about
We're
it
going to
even
talk about
better
it even more
today. So Logan and I already have bottom 5 lists.
Yep.
But we're going to talk about some addendums. So we
Yeah.
only take movies from the list of movies that we've corrected and reviewed. So
there's a lot of bad movies out there.
Yes.
But if we haven't corrected it, which,
We're
to
not
be
gonna talk
clear, at the time that we did this last time, we had watched 20 corrections.
Yeah.
We are now at 58 corrections.
58!
So
Wow!
out of these 58 movies that we have corrected, okay, not including TV shows, not including anything else that
None
we've
of our
done,
streaming pods.
none of our streaming
None
pods,
of
other
that.
stuff. Out of those 58, these are the worst 5, the worst of the worst.
Personally.
Now, to be clear,
Worst of the worst.
okay, you don't want to be number one.
Right,
Number
number
one is the worst of the worst.
Worst of the worst.
And then progressively,
5
slightly
is the
better.
best of the worst.
Best of the worst is 5. And you know how to count. So
Right.
that's basically the way
they,
that
though?
this works.
They listen to us, man.
And they listen to us.
I
So
don't know.
5, 4,
2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
0.
He
Is
works
there a
on the
0?
line. He works on the line with electrical eels. Let him go.
Well, listen.
Just let him go.
Listen, we're gonna slowly work our way up
To 1.
Mount Garbage.
Yep, Mount
Get
Garbage.
to the top of that hot pile of steaming crap that
Yeah.
we call comic book movies.
Yep.
But we're gonna start at the bottom. So the bottom of
Yep.
the mountain is not so bad. I mean, it's bad.
No,
but
it's bad.
It's the
bad.
best of the worst.
The best of the
Before we
worst.
do that, though, we do have some honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
You have an honorable mention?
So I got
got
to
a
tell you
couple,
this.
right?
I did this.
It's tough,
I
man.
started this
It's a lot of bad
process.
ones.
I started this process probably over a month ago. I'm not joking with you. I am not joking with you.
Yeah, I got you.
I have reviewed every single one of our videos. I've gone through our entire list. I have rewatched our bottom
Wish I had
5
that much
episode
time.
at
Me
least
too.
twice.
Actually, no. I
Okay?
don't.
Because here's the thing. I didn't want to just come on here and tell you it's the same bottom 5.
Right,
Because
for
then you
sure.
could watch. And honestly, I thought for a good amount, I thought it was going to
They'd
be
stick in
I
there.
thought they were going to be stuck in the mud, and I was going to be like, dang,
No,
I
we did
can't
some
change it.
bad ones.
I have a new list. Not entirely, but I do have
Okay,
a new
you've got
list, and I have
still some on
some for new reasons. But
Right.
here are the ones.
Honorable mentions.
I don't even know if you like. I didn't know how to.
How many
narrow
honorable
down some of
mentions
these.
do you have?
I have like 6.
Oh my
I was going to
goodness.
say, just
I'm
keep
gonna
it to
just
like.
buzz them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buzz them.
And we're not gonna talk about it.
one.
We're not
except
gonna-
for one
All right, go.
because I'm
Oh
gonna
my
have
goodness. Now,
Honorable mentions.
honorable mentions.
Honorable
Batman
mentions.
and Robin.
Okay.
Batman and Robin was an honorable mention.
That was
It was up there. It didn't make the list, but it's up there.
Yep.
Max Payne.
Ooh, it
I
didn't
actually
make the
thought
list,
Max
huh?
Payne was going to make the
That
list.
made
It
my
did
list.
not make my list.
Gotcha.
Okay. Eternals. Eternals. I
pretty
thought
bad.
was going to make the
Yep.
list.
Yeah.
It didn't. It didn't. Catwoman.
Okay.
Catwoman. I thought was going to make
I-
the list.
yeah.
And Dark Phoenix
Okay.
is also up there.
Gotcha.
However,
Gotcha.
this is the shocker. This
That
is the
didn't
shocker
make it.
that didn't make it. Iron
Yeah.
Man 3 is not on my list.
Wow.
It got,
Iron Man
wasn't it,
3.
Was it on your original?
It was on my original
And now
list.
it's not.
It was like number 3
Yeah.
on my original list.
Wow, it got
and it was
bumped.
because of the severe pain
Right.
that and frustration I have with that movie that like I know a lot of people don't have, but I don't think they understand the impact of the Mandalorian being
No,
a
the
fire-breathing
Mandarin.
dragon.
Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
Close
being
enough.
a fire-breathing dragon.
The Mandalorian.
Jason Momoa. And being
Jason,
like,
he's not in that movie.
I mispronounce everything. I was just making a point.
Kingsley.
I was making a point.
Could you
I was
imagine
making a point.
if Jason Momoa was the Mandarin
Yeah, wait, that would be
in
great.
that first movie?
Not in that first movie. That'd be
Like
terrible.
if he was a fire-breathing man?
Oh gosh, it
right.
would have been better.
All right.
But my
That
point
one's
is,
not there.
Iron Man 3 cuts me deep, and
Yeah.
it's not on my list. So these like dug in there and pulled out.
All right.
All right.
Gregory, what do you got?
I had a few. Batman and Robin was also on mine.
On your
'Cause I
honorable
thought- on
mentions?
my honorable mentions because I
Yep.
was like, it's real bad.
Harry, I can't wait to. What is that face?
You'll
about?
find out.
Okay, okay.
All right, that was on my honorable mentions. Sonic 1 was on my
Really?
honorable mention.
Yeah,
'cause
wow.
it was a bad movie.
It's a bad
We
movie.
talk about it. It's so accurate.
yeah,
It's
right.
so accurate.
Blue Sonic. And then actually, this was interesting to me because I reevaluated my old list.
Yeah.
And do you remember what my number 1 was?
No, not off the top of my head. I can't remember now.
It was.
Because I was so focused on my list.
Oh, let's see how it is.
Yeah,
Well, fun.
yeah,
Harry,
yeah.
do you know what my... it was Rise of Skywalker was my number 1.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It is no longer on my list. It is an honorable mention.
Wow,
I
Rise of Skywalker coming off the list.
reevaluated, and it's not on my list
All
right
right,
now. So,
all right.
Yeah, how about you?
Harry.
Did you have any honorable mentions when you looked through? Because you haven't done this before.
I haven't.
So this is like this. You're brand new into the
So
foray of
these are
bottom
like
five.
fresh to not make it on Harry's list.
Right,
Love and
right.
Thunder.
Didn't make it on your
Didn't
list.
make it on the list.
Oh my!
You'll see
word.
why. You'll see why.
I can't wait
Max
to hear.
Payne.
Max
Okay,
Payne.
yeah,
Okay.
I
I
gotcha,
really
gotcha.
thought Max Payne was going to make it, but
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
knocking on the door.
Yeah.
It was.
Black Widow.
Okay.
Oof,
Okay.
wow,
You guys remember
really-
that?
You
Yeah.
really
I don't.
You
hate it.
don't. You fell asleep.
You
there.
really hate Black Widow. You hate Black Widow
yeah.
more
You
than
fell
I'm.
asleep in the movie theater.
Yeah.
No, I know,
Taskmaster's
but
such a
man.
good character, and
Yeah,
they're just like,
they just.
Hey,
yeah.
that's the way this is. That's why I love bottom five
Bottom
because it's
five.
about you.
yeah.
Yeah,
about
it's
you,
about-
And
sir.
Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
Green Lantern could have made people's
Green
list
Lantern.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely made Ryan Reynolds' list.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Squiddy?
Squiddy.
Undone Squiddy.
Undone Squiddy character. That was ridiculous to me.
Terrible. All right. Well, we'll
Let's get it
start at the bottom.
Yeah, start at the bottom. So we're gonna go
Start at the
five.
bottom?
So here, you are the new to this, so you're gonna kick us off.
That's right.
You're number 5.
Round 5.
Yes. Yes.
All right. What you got for five?
Bottom five.
So we'll
I
each
have-
say our 5, and then we'll talk
And
about
then we'll
it.
talk about it.
Yeah. What'd you
Iron
have?
Man 3.
Iron Man 3 was number 5.
Iron Man
Yes,
3.
my man.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Bring the hate on.
So before
Yeah.
you say anything, just so that you guys know at home, none of us know.
What do you? Yeah.
What-
Oh
any
yeah,
of
we
us
haven't
don't
gone
know.
over this
We
at
don't
all.
know.
So this
we
is
haven't gone
new.
over this at
Yep.
all.
So this is new.
Fresh
so we're gonna see.
take.
We're gonna see
Fresh
how,
reactions.
how common we
Yes.
are.
So like
Very-
those, so all those
Yes.
honorable mentions were pretty
Yeah.
bad. Like you mentioned like Eternals and honorable mentions. I don't have any connection with Eternals. So
Fair.
like
Gotcha.
there's a lot
Fair.
of there's a
Personal.
lot of
Yeah.
stuff out. Even
Fair.
like Black Widow, even like
I was
Wonder
surprised-
Woman
I was
movies.
surprised by Black
Like
Widow
Wonder
not
Woman
making
movies
yours.
almost got on the list.
Oh, Wonder Woman 1984.
1984.
Yeah.
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 Trash.
They almost got on the list, but I don't have like an
You don't have a
affiliation
personal connection.
with those. But like
sir.
I mean, I
Right,
respect
right.
Wonder Woman in the character.
Oh, of course.
Same
of
with
course.
Black Widow, but I think they just did them dirty with Wonder Woman in
How they did
1984 and Black Widow. Anyway, so Iron Man
So
3,
bad.
yeah, the Mandarin's like such a huge character, and then you just made him a laughing stock
Yeah,
in the movie.
yeah, you're right,
And then
you're
the
right.
extremis, stupid serum,
Let's go.
and Pepper Potts is like, I'm just going to take it to the face.
Yep.
And it's, what?
She
Yep.
went Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
She like got all glowy
She-
and punched him. And,
What like
Yep.
what?
yeah.
What is going on in this movie?
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
Best part of that movie? Four-headed security.
Four-headed
Yeah.
security.
He's the best part of the movie.
Best part of the movie.
Happy
Yeah.
Hogan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
are
cool.
I love it.
Look at it.
Wait,
I
Coming
just
in
I just
coming in
remember watching
strong.
Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 1 as a
Coming in
kid.
strong.
In 2008,
Yeah.
I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, Iron Man was so great.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies. It's still in my top 5 of Marvel
It's still
superhero
phenomenal.
movies in
Real
general.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
stands the
Iron Man
t-
2
test
came
of
out, and I was
time.
like, okay, it's pretty good. It's not like it's not everything I wished, but
Iron
it
Man
was
2 is rough.
it was rough, but it wasn't like horrible.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, no, it wasn't the worst.
Elon Musk was in it, so I mean, you know,
They just went. They just watered down Demon in the Bottle too much.
Sure,
They
sure.
should have spent a little more time on that.
sure.
Well,
and then Iron Man 3
the
came out,
ending
and I
fight
just
scene was terrible.
Yeah.
what?
Thankfully,
What is going on? I'm in the movie theater, just
I'm in the same boat.
Thankfully, they redeemed.
I almost walked out and Carly wouldn't let me.
They
Yeah.
redeemed Robert Downey and his Iron Man character so much in
That's
all
the thing.
Avengers
Yes.
movies.
this dude is like the most solid
Oh,
character.
so good.
You think of any character, and
Yeah.
across the whole
He's got,
entire
like the best art.
superheroes.
Yeah.
You think of any character, you name a character, you think of a couple different
Yeah.
people who played that character. You
Yeah.
think of Iron Man, you think of RDJ.
RDJ.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
without
And
a
they
doubt.
just slaughtered him in Iron
Yeah.
Man 3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
all right.
He did great.
My man.
RDJ
my
did
man.
great in that movie.
He did great, but
They
man.
killed this character. I'm
Man.
with you.
Well, yeah. I would.
Just it's his. It's
No,
his,
I know.
It's his journey.
But I would
It's
say-
his
Let me live a
journey.
little.
I would say that the character development of the actual character Iron Man in that movie was what it needed to be.
Yeah.
They just ruined it by
I
all
hear you.
the
There,
story
there
was
was
terrible.
Sure,
there were
sure,
some
sure.
things That like he
Well,
had
I'm
to.
trying
But I remember
defend
just,
RDJ.
I remember just, yeah. I just remember
the mental
reading them.
piece, especially the
Exactly.
mental. The mental.
Yeah, him going through the PTSD was like
Yeah.
so pivotal
Yes.
to how he reacts in the
Yeah.
Avenger movies. But they just
They
wasted the
slaughtered the
whole
Mandarin.
point of the movie.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day. That's
Agreed.
what it was.
All right, number 5 for
You
me.
go ahead.
That didn't change for me. X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
You really hated that movie.
It's X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
Well, for him,
So,
it's about
yeah.
it's
It was a good
about
movie.
his
X-Men Origins.
history. It's about his history with Apocalypse.
Yeah, so
I know.
So Age of Apocalypse is like my favorite comic book run
Okay.
of the X-Men.
Yeah. Okay.
I loved like the Scott Summers and Alex Summers being like the henchman for Mr. Sinister, and like Magneto being the good guy, and like there was so
It's just a bunch
much
of like
cool
it's such
stuff.
weird stuff.
Yeah,
Or not weird.
it was apocalyptic divergence of the normal X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
It was so good.
There's so much bad happening that the bad guys
Do you
turn
know
good.
whose
kinda.
bottom
Right.
5 that is also in?
Yours?
Oscar Isaac.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oscar Isaac
that.
hated that movie.
He hated
because
the movie.
Really?
he said it was so mentally traumatizing to
Yeah.
him because
All the makeup
he
and everything,
had to
and-
go through hours upon hours of
Yeah.
makeup for his character.
He,
That
like,
was
couldn't
one.
breathe.
But then they couldn't get him the proper like ventilation in the
Right,
suit.
right, right. It was too
so
hot.
he literally had to sit in a room by himself in air conditioning. He was like, it was the most.
Yeah.
It was the worst experience of his life.
Right.
And that's Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're talking about like the terrible destruction of the Mandarin. Well, this was the terrible destruction of Apocalypse. Apocalypse is one of the greatest villains in comic book history, in my opinion. And they just made him like a bad Sci-Fi Channel villain. Like it really was painful. So that's still my bottom 5. That's my number 5. It was my number 5 at the beginning, the last time we did this, and it's still number 5 for me. How about you?
Yep.
What's
All
your
right,
number
my
5?
number 5 is different.
Start a Mount
Here's-
Garbage.
I'm gonna give one thing. I want to give one caveat.
Oh, no.
There are a couple
Caveats.
There's a couple movies
I
that are
hate fish
just
eggs.
so bad.
Oh.
There's a couple movies that are so bad they actually overtake my personal like other ones that are personally bad.
Gotcha.
Like they are just so bad.
So this one is
This
not
one is
necessarily
not
a personal
like
one?
necessarily personal.
just
It
so
is
bad.
just so bad. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Thor: Love and
I respect
Thunder.
it. It
Thor:
was
Love and
it
Thunder.
was almost on there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have
It was almost on
literally
there for me too.
talked about Thor: Love
Yeah.
and Thunder in comparison. After reviewing,
bad.
after watching and reviewing Thor: Love and Thunder on this podcast for the next several episodes,
Yeah,
and this is
for
how much
sure.
research I did. We went back and we asked
Compared everything. Yeah.
this or Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
or Love
yeah.
and
What was
Thunder.
my what was
And almost every single time.
any other movie?
Any other movie other than Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
I will never watch Love and Thunder again.
That's true. That's
That
a good
is how
point.
bad it is.
That's a good
That
point.
is how bad
Yeah,
it is.
it was bad.
There
Real
is
bad.
no
Right.
redeeming factor in that movie.
So it overwhelmed your personal
It
connection to the other.
overwhelmed some-
Okay.
That's.
Would you say you're maybe numb to it because
was
you-
worse to me than
Yeah.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
That is how much that speaks
And
to you.
Batman and Robin.
And Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Those are personal attacks on me.
I
as
took
a
that
human.
personally.
I took that personally, and this was worse.
It hurts more.
My wife
It
said
took to comics and it to
the
comics
comic
personally.
books generally.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
He bestowed his powers on everyone.
All
Why
the children.
didn't we do that in the Endgame battle scene?
Because he didn't know how to yet.
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
It hurts.
Carly
For a
gave the
limited time.
perfect explanation of it. She said, "I felt like when I was watching that movie, we were watching a
Middle
parody,
school.
a parody,
Or like a collection of memes
a
about
Thor
Thor.
movie."
Yeah.
It was a Thor
Someone
movie
on
that was a
YouTube,
parody
like,
of a Thor
yeah.
movie. Are we kidding? Are we joking about this?
Yep.
That's my number 5.
All right, number 5.
Downhill from there.
All right. Well, let's have a different person start each time. So I'll go next, and Logan will go next.
All right,
So
all right.
That way we'll run
You're
down the line.
number 4. Oh,
Round 4.
so good.
All right, round 4. Number 4 for me, Max Payne.
Ooh.
Max Payne was number
Made
4.
it.
Maximum
Made it for
pain.
you.
He made it, dude.
I knew it'd make it on one of ours, but
Yeah,
not
Harry
mine.
had to get in there. Didn't make it on mine, but yeah.
Honestly, like there are very few movies.
bad.
There are very few movies.
Still rather watch the Love and Thunder though.
That's what took it off for me.
But here's
I
the
was
deal.
like, no.
Well, but the way I see it, and the personal, it didn't override my personal in this case because I didn't fall asleep in Love and Thunder.
Really?
And- no, not in Love and Thunder. And there were parts of Love and Thunder that I genuinely did laugh at.
Oh,
like
my gosh.
there were.
All
But
right.
I'll admit
All
that
right.
it's a
All
horrible movie, but there were some parts that were funny.
All right.
I can't think of anything redeemable in Max Payne, and I fell asleep like 3 times during it.
Yep. And
was
that's fine.
so bad.
And that's fine.
It hurt so much.
I agree with you. It is,
It was-
but it just wasn't personal to me. So, like, but
Well,
I get it.
But,
I get
but
it.
I think it's in the same vein
In
for
the
you
same-
as
yeah.
Love and Thunder because it wasn't
Yep.
personal to me because I never played the games.
Yeah.
Like, so I was literally coming into it with probably the best version of it because I had but it was so bad. I don't think.
Yeah.
There are very few other movies that we've corrected where I've sat there and just been like, I just want this to be over.
Right.
I just want this to end right now.
Yeah.
Like, why can't this be over? I just want to go to bed.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it was bad. How about you? Number 4.
Okay, so this one, I thought
Sit down.
I thought this one I missed, and then I caught it on
when
my
you're looking in the
second
playlist.
run
On the
through.
tail end, huh?
I caught it on the tail, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, we did that movie.
Oh, we did that.
Which one?
It Mobius.
Oh, yeah. He read it off in the car, and I was like, oh, my gosh.
Mobius.
I saw it, and I was like, that's immediately in my top
You're
5.
like, oh, yeah.
I don't know where it goes yet, but it is in there.
That was one of my runner-ups that I didn't say.
Mobius is so horrific.
It's real bad.
Again, a movie I will never watch again.
No.
Never watch it
Never.
again.
Never.
It never understood what it was. Is it first person?
No. Yep.
Is it third person?
No, it's
Am
bad.
I a hero? Am I a villain? Am I what am I?
No. It was trash.
Oh my gosh.
Garbage.
Oh,
All garbage.
Mobius is my number 4. It was so horrible.
It's Morbius. Morbius.
Whatever.
Mobius is the character.
Morbius. Yeah, I forgot the R.
No, don't disrespect Mr. Oh,
That's how bad it is. No, but Morbius.
Forgot the name.
Forgot the R.
Right. No, but that out of all you just named
Jason
what it was.
Mobius.
I've rarely sat through a movie the
Yeah.
first time and been like, this just needs to be over.
Yeah, that was it.
That one was it.
Well,
I can name one.
Did not.
And I didn't even like the comic book character though.
No.
Like, that's the worst. That's
No.
like that made it even worse for you.
And
You
here's
didn't
the other
like
part.
Morbius in the comics.
Dude, that movie is so short, and it felt
Oh, it
like
felt
my
so long.
entire
Yeah, it really
life had
was.
passed
Yeah.
before my
Yeah,
eyes.
I remember seeing the time, and I was like, oh, it's only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, I think it's less than that. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
I
or
don't
something
know.
like
Yeah,
that.
no,
It's so
no.
bad.
It's close to an hour and a half, but it's just like
so bad.
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm, not one redeemable
Deadly.
factor.
Yep.
Number
Go,
4.
sir.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Yes,
Oh,
hit me
no.
with a question.
What is Harry about?
Hit me with
Harry's
the
about
best
Batman.
shot.
And
And
Azrael.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personally,
I'm
Did we
I'm
review
wondering.
a Batman Star Wars movie?
yes.
Remember it.
Oh my gosh.
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. But is that 4 for you?
That's number 4.
I took it personally.
I was expecting it higher. Honestly.
Just wait, there's more.
The Last Jedi.
You're saying you didn't like the fact
Listen,
that Rey could
as the
automatically
Legion,
pull
we
all
had
those
a
rocks
job
out?
to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
We have corrections to do.
Yeah.
And there's one more important thing.
Yes.
To make it known to the world that there are 3 movies that never should have been created.
Never existed.
I will not be. I'm going to put it out there right now. I'm going to guess all 3 are in his bottom 5.
Hold on, Harry. How did
I don't all
think
3 are in his bottom 5.
I don't think you understood the assignment here.
Yeah, what do
I
you got?
think he
You
does.
left-
I think he understands it
No,
perfectly.
No, you left your number 4 blank.
Yeah.
I don't-
There's a couple more in there, too. So the reason this one is in the fort.
His number 4 is redacted.
You can't use a fictional movie.
No, he can't talk about it. It's
Can't
redacted.
talk about it.
That's true.
Classified.
It's redacted.
It's classified.
No, but the reason this one's in the 4 slot is
Okay.
because.
Yeah, actually, that's a better question.
Yes.
Why
Yeah,
is
why
this
is
in your
this
4?
so
Okay, so
low
why The
ranking?
Last Jedi is in the 4 slot?
Great point.
Okay, so because it's in the middle.
Okay.
So it really has absolutely no driving point.
Okay.
Right.
The name's wrong.
Okay.
There's no
True.
such thing as
Very
that.
true.
Training
Very true.
was 3 days long, as we
Yeah.
talked about
As
in
we
other
talked about,
podcasts.
yeah.
Okay.
Not
That
just
is
training, but the
literally
whole
a movie that I said boo in the middle of it. I screamed boo in the middle of a stupid theater.
Wait, the stone meditation, right?
Yes. I literally, that happened. I was like, boo.
I actually was sitting next to him as
Yes.
he did and laughed hysterically.
Okay,
He couldn't
that's
hold
the
it in.
only movie
He
I've
couldn't
ever
hold it in.
booed.
He couldn't hold it
I
in.
couldn't hold
and
it in.
A
honestly,
boo
it
is
came
pretty.
from.
That's pretty big.
You know, I don't say
I've never
boo.
booed
Well,
in
not
a
even
movie
just.
before.
You have to think about booing a movie. So you have to
I've
think about
booed a
where
movie
that
at
comes
home,
from.
but not in the
You
theater.
are literally so upset that you're booing somebody who's not there.
Yes.
Yeah, they can't hear
They
the booze.
can't hear you.
Nope.
everyone else in the room is actually bothered by it
Yep.
because you're taking away from their movie going, and it doesn't impact that person who you're booing at all.
I think it made the movie
means
better.
nothing to them.
Okay.
But he
It made the movie
actually
better
made
for
the
me.
movie better.
It made the movie way better for
But
me.
you know what? No,
For sure.
I mean, all of those people involved in Star Wars watch our podcast, so
Yeah, of
they're
course.
hearing it now.
True. So, I mean, the only
he's
good
booing
thing
again.
from this movie is we
His boo
saw
has come back around.
like Kylo Ren start to develop into a character that we all enjoy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay,
Adam
that's
Driver's
the
cool.
only thing that
Let
happened
him
in this
go.
movie that was
Let
good.
him go.
And then there is also them just slaughtering my boy Han Solo, doing him dirty.
yeah,
I get it was for a purpose. That's bullcrap. I don't care.
Yep.
Wait, you mean him? You mean
He got killed.
that was in the first movie, though?
No, it was in the second movie.
No, the first movie. It was on Starkiller Base. He stabs him in the first movie.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Last Jedi.
okay.
No,
yeah,
it's not
he's
Last
right.
Jedi. But
He
it-
doesn't
I mean,
he doesn't care.
these
I don't
movies
care.
don't exist.
They're all
wrong.
run together.
They're all
trash.
wrong.
The
So even less happened in that movie.
yeah.
So
yeah.
actually, you have made my point further,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Yes.
only thing,
The only redeeming factor was when they went through hyperspace through the
the
fleet and
Hondo
cutting-
maneuver. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the only
only
thing
cool
that's
That's
part
the
of
only
the
cool.
movie.
But it was just one thing. It was a flash across the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a cool meme where it's more. More.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
It was this the episode? This was the episode with shirtless Kylo Ren too, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was
The tree
yes,
trunk of a
it
man?
was.
Yep.
The tree trunk.
Luke
of a
just
man.
disappears and there's these crystal foxes somewhere. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, crystal foxes.
Yep.
Salt.
All right.
Yukon Cornelius is there throwing his pickaxe up.
We're not done. We're not done exposing this wound, so we should just move on because I know it's going to get deeper.
Call
That's true.
doctor.
You're starting next
I'm
one.
starting
Next
3.
one. What is this?
Round 3.
That's right.
Kick it
well,
off.
I'm going to just go right at it.
Right into it, man.
Round 3, episode 9, Rise of Skywalker.
Respectable.
Skywalker. All
Rise of
right. All
Skywalker
right.
in
Yep.
my 3 spot.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
said this before,
That one-
and I will
was that
say it
on
again.
your original list?
Yes, it was. It was number 2.
It was number 2.
It was
okay.
number 2. It's
Gotcha.
now number
Gotcha.
3,
So it's
which
dropped down,
something
which
snuck
means
in
2
there.
more things. Well, it could just be that Justice League is your number 2 now.
Hey, we could be a couple
be
of
there.
things. I'll explain. But so Rise of Skywalker has just perpetually gotten worse. It is
Yep.
you continually could just go back to a million and one things. You could go back to space horses. You could
Sure.
go back to the
Space
Emperor's
horses, for
reintroduction and being garbage.
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to how we made every single one of the Star Destroyers now a Death Star. You could go
Teleportation
teleportation
of the lightsaber?
of lightsaber. Yep. Yep.
pretty
the-
cool.
The terribleness of the Knights of Ren.
How many times did Ben and Ray kiss to wake each other up from death?
So yeah,
Just twice.
Yep, just
Each.
twice. Just
Too
twice.
many times.
But
Too many times.
Too many times.
what I say, I
Ray
said
who?
before, and I will stand by it now, is it's destruction of an entire generation's
Yeah. Yeah.
belief in a movie
Yeah.
system. It is so bad
Yep.
that we literally do not want to talk about these films.
Have you seen the?
That's how bad it is. We just, but here's the problem. Here's what I
Yeah.
will say. It's in 3 because I probably will end up watching it again.
Probably.
I probably will see it again, out of like the corner of my eye or something like that. And the only other redeeming thing, I did go and see, Nirvana, our holy
Galaxy's
place,
Edge.
Star Wars
Galaxy's
Land,
Edge,
yeah.
and it is Galaxy's Edge is
It's
pretty
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
But that movie is
Have you
is
seen the?
horrible?
Have you seen the meme where Ray's like, "I'm Ray Skywalker," and then
I'm Ray Skywalker.
no.
Oh, no, okay.
Anakin's there, and Anakin's like, "Well, if you need to get to the Skywalker name, then there's something that you must do."
Kill younglings.
Yeah, and it shows him like killing the younglings, and she's like, "I know what I have to do," and then she's like, she appears with the kid with the broom in the new.
Oh.
Like, well, you gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
I just think that
it's bad.
one
It's a bad movie.
like that one holds the cake for me. Like
Yeah.
it takes the cake out of all 3
Of all the Star Wars ones,
because so much hinged on it. And
Yeah, yeah.
they never found their stride anywhere. And
No.
what ended up happening was the third one became a cataclysmic mess.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Yep.
That's mine. That's it.
To be continued
To
there.
be continued, sir.
number 3,
Uh,
Rise of Skywalker.
number 3.
It better not be Rise of Skywalker.
No, it's Force Awakens.
Ah!
Because
I'm surprised that one makes
Safest
your
of the
list.
3.
yeah.
It was the safest of the 3.
Safest of
It was
the
a
3.
cowardly
but that's
movie.
probably why.
Yeah.
No.
No, why?
No.
Tell
Because
us.
remember, it's above. It's worse to me than
That's true. It's worse.
Last Jedi.
Well,
I
we're
know
just
that.
saying-
You know
we're
why?
saying- we're
No,
saying
Because it
was such a
started
genre.
something that should never have started.
Harry,
It opened
Harry,
a door
You're on it.
Look at this.
You understand this
to
game.
hell.
You understand this game
I do.
It's,
better than both of
I
us.
took it personally.
Rage Jr. over here.
Rage Jr. Let
Literally.
him go.
Wow.
This
Let it
movie
go.
was not bad as a standalone
Let it
movie.
go.
Okay,
Good.
we'll all say
Yes.
Let
that.
it go.
Yes.
Characters are literally all the
It was
same as
too
the
safe.
originals.
It was way too safe.
It's too safe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, it was just the same
Cowardice-
movies
the
all over
cowardice
again.
movie. I like that.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was a
that a lot.
coward's movie.
Yes, but it opened the gate to something that should never have been opened.
And you know what? That's what makes it almost more painful is that
Sure.
it opened the gate and it could have been something great.
Mhm.
Like they could have the first movie could have been safe.
Sure.
And if it opened into two great movies in
Sure.
the Star Wars universe, then we would have been like, this is just a welcome back to
Nothing
the
worse
world.
than nothing worse than wasted potential.
Let me
Wasted
ask
potential.
you your opinion on this because
Sure.
I have a specific. What did you think of the Starkiller base?
Oh, you mean where they fall at the end of the first movie?
Yeah. The actual planet Starkiller.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
what did
Kind
you
of
think
just
of
looked
it?
like
Hoth?
Death Star.
it was
Yeah.
snowy.
It was just a giant Death Star, but like it then could destroy 7 planets at one time.
And it
Like,
had,
what were
but
your
it
thoughts?
had organic matter too.
Yeah,
Like there was like
yeah. Well,
forests.
they hollowed
and-
out a planet and then built it within the planet.
Right.
Was my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Like was it a
Are you
good
being
or a
like
bad?
sarcastic?
No, I am
Oh.
legitimately
He
asking.
wants to know, did you like the idea of the Starkiller
no.
base?
Okay.
I wanted something different.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do
Yeah.
something, do it differently.
Yep. Yep.
No,
Don't
no,
make
no,
a
no.
trash version of something that has been critically acclaimed for millions of people.
If you're
Did
gonna
you
make a
actually-
new movie, why don't you just make a whole bunch of Star Destroyers with Death Stars in them, run by the Emperor?
So here's the. let me. Had you figured out?
Not just run, powered.
Had you figured
Powered
out?
by the Emperor.
Did you figure out what the problem was with Starkiller base?
There was too many
Everything.
events.
No. Just like there was a very simple thing that was not logistical
You
issue
could
that wasn't
get
thought of.
inside it.
No, not
I
even.
I
that.
don't know.
No. So Starkiller base is a
3
planet
people could
Sure.
plant
that has
bombs.
a gravitational orbit
Sure.
Right.
around stars, correct? That it needed
Right.
to eat to be able to be functioning.
Right.
Right.
What's the logistical
Once
issue?
they eat all the stars, they can't do
It
anything
doesn't have
anymore.
gravity. Yeah.
Can it? Well, could
it can't move.
Well, could it?
It couldn't
we don't
move.
know. We never got to see it move because 3 people blew it up.
It was a planet.
Well,
it was a planet.
Yeah.
But couldn't they have built boosters into it? We don't know though. 'cause-
But
No!
how does
They
it
blew
get
it up.
powered then?
Once
Yeah.
I
it
don't know.
shoots, where does it go?
Well, every planet in that system is a Starkiller base.
Everything.
No, these are the major
Sure.
plot holes
Yeah.
that people just look by,
You know
and
what
you
they
actually,
do?
when you think about it, you're like, so they
No, you know
they
what?
just they just
strung up-
stranded
Sure.
their largest
no,
weapon.
No, they strung up space horses to it, and it pulls it like a chariot
There it is.
through the
Now-
stars.
So yeah, so there's all of that, and then on top of it now, that coming to realization that I forgot about, that Han Solo just dies in the first
Yeah,
one. It's
yeah.
like
Terrible.
what the
There you get it. It's even worse.
What?
Yeah.
He got what
Now
he
it's
wanted.
made even
Han
worse.
Solo never wanted to be a part of it anyway.
no.
Yeah. yeah.
Harrison Ford's like, get me out of here.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
He literally he
They
did say
brought him
that.
back though.
Yeah.
For the last movie as a Force ghost. When stupid, he's not even Force sensitive. I know he wants the money.
He wants some
At
money.
that
the
point, you
only
know what? He
reason.
saw a sinking ship, and he was like, I might as well make some
Might as
money
well
off
make
of this.
some money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, my number 3. Is it the same as? No, it's not. This actually was higher in on my Mount Garbage last time.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit lower now. New Mutants.
New
Mutants
Mutants.
is number 3.
Mutants.
New Mutants is still
No attachment
one
to
of
that,
the
but
most
it was
painful.
horrible.
I like
That
the New
should have been on
Mutants.
my honorable mentions. I don't know why it wasn't.
Yeah, I like the New Mutants.
It's not
comic.
even in your top 5.
Oh, we don't know
Oh
yet.
my word!
I mean-
I
like.
don't know.
It could be.
I'm gonna be interested.
I like the comics. I like the
Yeah.
New Mutant comics. I like all those characters. I like Sunspot. I like Magic. Like there's some really cool characters in there. That Wolfsbane, super cool. And they just did them all dirty. Like they were all just the only cool part was seeing the giant demon bear, and it wasn't even like good. I mean, it was cool looking.
Yeah.
But it didn't do it. And it was like the worst part was that all the buildup was
Harry
like,
doesn't even know what you're talking
It's
about.
okay.
No, I do.
all the buildup,
Harry's
all
like,
the
No, I don't.
buildup to they touted this as like Marvel's first
Relaunch.
horror movie.
Yeah.
It was a horror movie.
Yeah.
Marvel. It was like that's cool.
Then they came out with Morbius.
And it was PG-13.
well, then they dumbed it down and they made it PG-13 and it was like okay, as long as they're creative, it could still
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It
It
was
wasn't.
just so bad, man. It was so bad. So that's number 3 for me.
Oh,
Number 3.
No.
No. He's gonna start us this
Yeah,
time.
and you
We're
gotta do the
Round 2.
There it is.
All right, starts out here round
top
2.
two.
What we got?
Top 2.
The top 2, man. This is
is
like the
it.
cream of the crop.
This is it.
What's
This is
Harry all
like-
about?
All
This
right,
is
go
what-
ahead.
This is your
What's Harry
defining
all
moment.
about? Star Wars. My man's all about Star Wars.
And
Batman.
Batman and Robin.
Yes,
Dear
sir.
God.
Yes, sir.
They butchered
Yes,
my
sir.
boy.
Hit
Can we
just
please-
rattle
Ice
them off.
skates.
Okay, keep going.
Surfing.
Keep going.
Down from space.
Yep. What
Yes.
else?
Poison Ivy was... Bane was not great.
Bane wasn't even like comic accurate
Batman
at all.
credit
No.
card.
Bat
Never leave the
Visa
cave
or
without it.
MasterCard.
Yeah,
Never leave home without it. Bat nipples.
Bat nipples. How about Mr. Freeze's puns? That was probably the best part.
That
of the
was
movie.
the best part of the
That was probably
movie.
the best part.
That
Best
was
part of the
Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger was the best part of the
Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger
Absolutely.
was the best
Him with
part.
his polar bear
Also, the
slippers.
highest paid in the entire movie.
Yes.
Paid over $20 million.
And didn't he-
Do
Yep.
you know how much George Clooney made?
I think it was $500,000, right?
$1
Yeah, it was
million
super low.
dollars.
Remember who looked that up?
You did.
Yeah.
And that's
Remember
why I
how shocked we all were? We're like, dear
blown
God,
away.
what?
Blown
This movie couldn't get
away.
any worse.
Didn't Arnold like never see any of them either? Like, wasn't he never even
he was
in a
hard-
shot
I
with
never,
George?
like,
George
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
never with the other ones.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Chris
So
O'Donnell,
great.
horrible.
Yep.
I did not like
Yo,
him.
they're talking about the Flash movie, which is coming out soon.
You stop.
We're
You
gonna
just
do-
stop there.
No, no, no.
Just stop it.
Well, they're talking
Just
about
stop it.
weird cameos that might be in it. I would honestly, I would love. Listen, no, listen. I would love if George Clooney was one of those cameos, only so that he could redeem himself from all the Batman
no
hate
redeeming.
he's had
super bad.
over
There's no
all these
redeeming.
years. What if he came in and was like the coolest Batman? Because I think
George-
George Clooney could be a cool Batman.
George Clooney thought he killed Batman.
I know,
He
he
literally
still
in
thinks he
interviews
did. Yeah.
said he thought he killed
Yeah.
Batman.
He came the closest to
He
anybody,
came the closest.
Yeah, so then
Except
there was
Batman
also
can't
just...
die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
except by George Clooney nipples.
He almost man.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
If anything
Do
could
you
kill
understand?
kill
Batman's
Batman?
greatest villain of all time is George Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then also on top of just Batgirl, just randomly, it's just like, why?
Yeah,
And she
Alicia
was-
Silverstone.
Why?
And she was Alfred's like niece or
Niece.
something like
Yeah,
that.
it was, yeah.
Who didn't, but she didn't have an accent.
Nope.
She's not British.
Don't worry about that.
So dumb.
Don't look too deeply into that.
Yeah. So in general, it's just like,
dude, the amount of things you needed to rationalize before actual plot and storylines and
No.
any of that stuff.
Usually,
fake lips.
I watched
Fake
that,
lips.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
watched that movie with.
I love
Jamie.
campiness. Not that much.
I watched.
In a live action
I
movie?
watched that movie with. I
No.
watched the movie with Jamie, and usually she's pretty like whatever. But
Neon
at the
everywhere.
very beginning of that, the very beginning of that movie is the snowboarding through the sky with
Yep.
Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze, and that part ended, and Jamie was like, "What are we watching?" I'm like,
That was before that was them, the henchmen just all on ice skates playing hockey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was better than the snowboarding through space.
It was
down to
all
the
horrible.
I don't know. There's not one.
I saw it as a child. I was like, this is trash.
Yeah.
All-star
saw
cast too.
that.
I watched Batman
All-star
animated series,
cast.
Batman Beyond.
As a child, I knew this was trash.
Yo, and you
I
look-
watched 1964 Batman, and it was way better than this.
As a child, I peered through time and saw myself correcting the garbage that this movie was.
Absolutely.
so bad.
And the worst part is this came out the year I was born too.
Oh no!
Oh,
Horrible.
yeah.
Yeah,
Horrible.
that was your number 2. Huh?
That's a
was
solid
it.
number 2.
All right. Well,
The Deuce.
I'm in the same universe. Catwoman is my number 2.
Oh wow!
That
Catwoman's
you took
my
it
number two.
personally?
She clawed her way that high.
I took it personally.
I'll give you that one.
That was
Thanks,
good.
man.
Claw the way I took it personally because I'm not as big of a Batman fan as you guys.
I know.
But I do.
Can't be,
Batman
it's
is
impossible.
right. Batman is probably my third favorite superhero.
Okay.
So it's probably what I would say is it's Spider-Man, Wolverine, Batman.
Oh, Wolverine.
It's
Okay,
probably my
okay.
3.
All right, that makes
Right.
sense. That's a solid.
Wolverine's-
That's a
Yeah. Right. That's pretty
It's a
solid.
solid 3.
Especially-
You have a
So I'm
solid top 3.
I'm
They're
a
out of order, but you have a solid top 3.
I'm a Marvel fan, so
Yes,
it
I
makes
know.
sense that he's. But Batman's legit, and I love his rogues gallery. They've always been really great. Like
yeah,
they're
actually.
probably one of the best.
One of the
in
best.
all of comics, in all of comics history. I love
Him
all
and
the
Spider-Man,
characters.
you're right. 2 solid
Him
rogues
and Spider-Man.
galleries.
Spider-Man, yeah, Spider-Man would probably be the other one.
solid rogues galleries.
And I always loved Catwoman. I loved like the back and forth with her and Batman, and like it's cool, right? Eartha Kitt was like my favorite Catwoman. Still probably is my favorite Catwoman.
Uh-oh.
What?
Jamie.
Well, you know, shit.
Jamie's a cat lady.
Yeah, Jamie's a cat
Oh,
lady.
she is. Yeah.
So anyway, awesome characters. And then they went and they were like,
So
well,
many
let's,
jokes right now. I'm just
let's-
not gonna make.
Too
they're
many.
like, let's not even make her Selena Kyle. let's not even make her connected to Batman.
Right.
Let's make her this
Right.
random
Right.
person who
Right.
gets
Listen, I don't know what
bit
you're
by a
talking about.
cat.
She's pretty good at basketball.
Oh my word, that's the worst scene in the no, that what's almost worse is that when she orders milk at the bar and she's like licking out the bowl and it's like and her villain
Hannibal Lecter looks over her like,
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with this one?
her villain is like a lady that's making
the villain
poison
is the
in
worst.
makeup.
The
it's
villain
like
is the
poison
worst.
in makeup.
I don't know what
If
you're talking
you
about.
Don't stop using it. Your features turn
my
to
word.
stone.
It's so dumb. It was so
That was an actual
I
live
know.
movie.
It was so bad. So
It
it
was.
was so cringy, and it's like, man, and especially because we came off of like the last time we saw Catwoman in live action with Michelle Pfeiffer, and it was fantastic.
Poor
And
Pfeiffer.
They took some liberties with her, like in how she got her how she became Catwoman, whatever. But like for the most part, they were true to the character, and it was great. And it was like Halle Berry, you know, she probably could be a really good Catwoman.
Sure.
But they were like, you know what would make her better? Let's
Yeah.
remove all aspects of Batman. Let's put her in a ridiculous leather outfit that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yep.
Let's make her get bit by a cat and like have cat powers.
Right?
It's like, what the freak? is
Yeah,
that?
who would ever want to watch a superhero that got bit by something and then
I know,
got those
man.
powers?
What a
Someone would say that's
What a-
so dumb.
what
So
a
dumb.
lazy storytelling.
Lazy,
Oh, my
lazy
goodness.
trope.
Nah, so Catwoman, terrible for me. That's
Yeah.
number 2 for me.
pretty
How about
bad.
you?
All
Number
right,
2.
I'm changing my number one
Numero
and number
dos.
2.
Wait, you're
in
changing it
this
right now?
moment. In this
Calling
moment,
an
I have to
audible.
listen- I'm calling an audible.
Wait, you're
I
swapping
couldn't
1
do
and
it.
2?
I'm flipping my 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. all
Oh
right.
my
I-
goodness.
We'll allow it.
I can't
Wow.
do it.
All right, what's
I
your
was
number
about
2?
to. So my number 2.
Number 2.
My number 2 is New Mutants.
New Mutants.
New Mutants.
That was number 1
New
for you,
Mutants
huh?
was your number
I
1?
was about to put it at number 1.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
here's the reason. Here's the reason.
I mean, there's a lot of good reasons.
This is the number
New
one
Mutants is
reason.
terrible.
You didn't take
New
it as
Mutants-
personally.
I can't. No, I didn't take it as personally.
Right.
Okay.
New Mutants has become the standard bearer of our worst movie
It has.
in
yeah.
comparison
To pretty
when
much everything.
To everything. We have always brought it up.
Well, we always
We have-
forget about
and
it, but
so-
because
Right.
it's so
Well,
bad.
we're like,
Personally,
at
we're like,
least-
oh,
at
Love and
least-
Thunder, and then you're like,
At least it's
New
not New
Mutants.
Mutants. Yeah.
we have consistently brought up New Mutants.
Yes.
That's why it's personal now.
Yeah.
It wasn't personal before. It was
Gotcha.
just
I respect
it
it.
was
I
just one of the
respect it.
worst movies of all time.
Gotcha.
But now it's personal because we literally talk about it in every. We're like, okay, this was a terrible movie.
At least
was
it's not New
it
Mutants.
wasn't New Mutants?
Yeah.
Would like,
Is
would
it
you
New
watch
Mutants
this or
bad?
New Mutants?
Yeah, true.
When we compared Love and Thunder,
Yes.
we compared Love and Thunder to a number of different movies, and then
Yeah.
the second New Mutants came in, we were like, no.
Yeah.
I would watch Love
Yeah.
and Thunder again
Over New Mutants.
over New Mutants, and
New
there
Mutants
is
was so
we
bad.
have yet to have a movie that
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
watched that we have said I would watch New Mutants
over that.
this movie.
That's true. You're right.
We haven't yet.
There's not many.
So that's why it's my
I'll give you
number
that.
2. That's why it is personal because it is the
I'm
banner.
intrigued what your number 1
It
is.
is the
I think
banner.
I know what it is, but
It is the banner for the worst movies, and so it's not my most personal one,
Right,
but
right,
it is
right.
the banner for Legion of Comic Correction, the worst comic movie we have
All
ever
right.
seen.
all right. Gotcha.
That's why it's my number 2.
What do you got?
Well, we're at the top now.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. Catwoman. I forgot about
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Round 1.
Okay, so here's what we should do.
Begin.
Yeah.
For round 1. We should each try and guess each other's.
Okay.
So you two try
Mine's
and
gonna be
guess
so easy.
what
You
my
gu-
round
you guys
one
already know
is.
what mine is.
Yeah,
I-
I already
well,
know.
we're
Yeah,
pretty
yours-
sure.
Yeah, I'm
We're pretty
solid on
sure.
yours. I
But
100%
all right,
know.
what do you think my round 1 is? I don't think you guys.
I
are
don't
gonna
know
get
his.
I don't
know
think you
his
guys are gonna
because
get
his have already come through.
You're not gonna
So what he had before
as my round 1
as his
was a runner up for
already
me.
come. Yeah, it's already
because
come
Rise of
through.
Skywalker
Yours
was my
is-
round 1 before.
Yours is Rise of Skywalker. I'm just.
It's
We're
not
done.
his
We're
turn
done.
yet.
I'm done. It's Rise of
Wait.
Skywalker.
I thought we were guessing what Greg's was.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
Okay.
It's
working
not-
on Greg's. I'm just
All right, what do
getting
you
his out of the way.
How many
That's what I was
guesses
gonna
do we
guess,
get?
1. We don't have time. We don't have time for a
Whatever.
lot of guesses. You'll guess, then I'll just say it, and then we'll
Okay.
guess Logan's.
I have to.
I'm going to say
I don't think you're gonna get it. I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
Sonic 2.
Okay, Sonic 2. What do you think?
I actually think it's Morbius.
Morbius.
I think it's Morbius because Morbius is a Spider-Man villain.
True.
It would be personal to you, and it is terrible.
That's all accurate statements.
I just Morbius.
Yeah, all accurate statements. Both,
Probably
on
not,
both sides.
but it would
Yeah.
make sense if it was Morbius.
My number 1 is Sonic 2.
Yes!
It is Sonic 2.
Well, dude, you know this game better than anybody.
yeah,
you have come
hey,
in.
Look at this guy.
You have You can't
Have
tell
you
me.
done this before?
You can't tell me you didn't practice. You can't tell me you didn't come prepared.
No,
Sir,
dude, it's Sonic 2.
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2.
You know why? Do you want to know why I know it?
Why? Tell me why you know.
Because he
Actually,
put
tell me
Sonic 1 in there.
As a runner-up.
So you used your
That was one
powers
of my
of
runner-up.
deductions.
I don't know.
So yeah, because Sonic 2 was
Elementary.
worse. Because Sonic 2 was
so much
worse than
Sonic
Sonic
1.
1.
Sonic
so,
2.
that's a good.
Sonic
that's
2.
good logic, Harry.
So for me,
That's well done.
For me, Sonic 2 is
Thank you.
such.
You're welcome.
It's such a departure from all things source material, and such a departure. I have a love Sonic. I grew up playing Sonic. I
don't think either of us realized how passionate you were about
No,
Sonic.
I
we
didn't.
talked about it, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you're
neither.
right.
We were just like, oh, Sonic. You're like,
Dude,
this is horrible.
I remember.
He actually he went
I
full range
remember-
mode on that one. Yeah, you're right.
I remember. Shout out to my mom. We used to go to I used to shop with her for groceries in the week, and we'd go to ShopRite. I still remember this. And we go to ShopRite, and I would go to the
ShopRite.
magazine rack,
Mm-hmm.
and if I had enough, I would buy a comic. If
You
I
weren't allowed to.
didn't-
Oh.
If I didn't, I would just sit there and read them.
Mm-hmm.
Like while my mom was shopping. And the one I always gravitated towards that wasn't a Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
was the Archie Sonic run. I loved the
Only
Archie
child
Sonic
that
run.
read those.
Yeah, man, and I kept that in business because I
And
would
he
buy
didn't
them.
even buy them.
No, I would. When I had the money, I would. When I had the money, I would.
And that's why it lasted 2 years.
I had a lot of the original Sonic Archie run.
Where are they?
I did not know how personal
Oh, yeah.
the Sonic offenses
Yeah, I
were
didn't
to
know
you.
either.
This
And
is
then-
actually
well,
really
and
impressive.
Then you couple
Those
in the
were
fact
botched movies.
you
They
couple,
were,
dude,
they
you
were
couple in the
bad.
fact that it's like then they brought in Knuckles, you thought it'd be good. Idris
yeah.
Elba, you thought it'd be good. It was trash. They brought in Tails, thought it'd be good. Original voice actor, you thought it'd be good. It was trash. You know, even Jim Carrey couldn't salvage.
I know.
Yeah.
That's actually
he made less of an impact in the second movie they did in the first.
I'd agree with that. Yeah,
He was worse
absolutely.
and worse and worse.
Yep.
And then you throw in the dance off in the Russian log cabin, and it's just like this is just our children deserve better. That's the thing.
Guess what?
This is a kids movie.
The offenses
Our
are going to
children
keep on
deserve better.
rolling because they're making a third.
I know.
So the offenses
I know.
will just keep
I
on
know.
coming, and shadows
And who
coming
was-
in.
Oh, and what's her name? The white fox bat lady. That
I
was
don't remember.
after my
Fox bat
time.
lady.
It was after my time. Like after I stopped reading it. This is in like the late 2000s that they started. That she joined. I guess, or I don't remember.
All of those offenses, and you didn't even name the Owls of Gaul.
Oh yeah, the fact that the owls were just completely made up. They changed the whole
The
kid in the
crossover.
background.
The crossover into the Owls
Just,
of
the
Gaul
main plot of the
universe,
movie.
Oh my word! It was just so bad. Everything
All right.
about it. And James Madison, like, let's just bring in just a random human character that makes no sense.
He's terrible.
Man, it was so
He's
bad.
actually just a terrible actor. I hate him.
Just
So
I don't like him as a
don't-
human.
I don't
like him.
I
I
didn't
don't like
mind
him at all.
I didn't mind him as Cyclops.
I don't like him at all.
He-
Cyclops is terrible.
I didn't mind him as Cyclops.
He's awful. He's an awful
Yeah.
human being.
Horrible movie.
Harry, talk about Rise, and then you guys can guess mine.
What am I all about?
Don't kill Mando.
What?
Star Wars.
What?
Star Wars. Star Wars and Batman. That's all Harry is about.
I think aren't you about My Little Pony?
Yes.
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
The Brony
Rise of
Convention.
Skywalker.
You got
First
it.
of all,
Rise.
name. What?
There was a new Skywalker.
None of the names make sense.
None of them do.
Not one name makes sense.
She
The Force
rose
was
to
already
the
awake.
name.
The Force was already awake.
Yeah, wasn't
the
Luke-
Last Jedi
Luke was still
wasn't real.
alive?
It was. There's no Last Jedi.
Nope.
No.
And the Rise of Skywalker. Skywalker's already
She's
risen.
not a Skywalker. She's
not a
Palpatine.
Honestly, of all the names, it probably was the best of the new three because she rose to the title of Skywalker, I guess. But it's still
What's this
terrible.
telescope do?
It was
Oh
so bad.
dear
It
God,
was
this movie was so bad. So bad.
I think that was that the first.
They're like,
already-
let's think of every worst possibility we could possibly do in a movie
You
for
know
Star
what?
Wars.
Was this
even
the
worse.
First, no, wait, was this the first correction you were a part of with us?
I think it may have
It
been.
may have-
was.
That was
I think
another
we
reason
had
why
him.
I was
I
like,
think
it's
it
the
was.
first.
'Cause it
First
was-
correction.
It should have
It was
just
at
been the
least-
last.
It was at least. It was
I don't
the
know why you
first
came
time.
back.
It
I
was
don't know
the
why you
first
came
time
back.
I drew
I'm
you.
quitting. I'm just kidding.
It was the first time I drew you in the
Yeah.
characters.
He was
you
Palpatine.
were
I was
Palpatine.
Yeah.
and we were
We were the
clones,
clones
in the
in the
Oh,
tubes.
my word.
Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah.
up here somewhere on the screen.
Yeah.
That was momentous. This is
I knew that
full
was coming
circle,
in.
man.
I knew it was
This is
coming
full
in.
circle.
It is full
we
circle.
come to bottom 5, and it comes to the first moment where you joined the Legion as an
That's-
official member.
So there's a reason all three were in here.
Of course.
My personal objective in life is to just destroy these. I am going to get rich enough to buy the rights of these 3 films and destroy them.
I bet we could get George
forever.
Lucas to help you.
Probably.
George,
might
help
bring
him
him back.
help
Oh,
him
the best
buy it.
part is like, do you ever see interviews with him and like panels and stuff? He just actually just low jabs all of Disney.
I have it.
He says like, like a stupid idea would be to like bring in this person, blah blah blah, and then like they're like, yeah, that is stupid, and then they just keep going, and then Ryu, and he just like kind of looks at the camera like,
he's like Disney
talking
looking at
about
you.
talking about these last 3 movies.
Kathleen.
So
Harry, the thing we missed, the thing I forgot to say, the thing you forgot to say.
Yeah.
Force lightning.
Force
Oh, yeah,
Lightning.
it's all about
Force
Force
lightning,
Classic.
man.
Wow, I didn't see that one
It
coming.
always works. It always works.
This movie could have been. It was the last chance for them to redeem
It
themselves.
was. They could have
It was
brought
the
it back.
last chance for them to redeem
They
themselves,
brought J.J. Abrams
and
back.
now they have to work so hard. And they came out with the Mandalorian. They came out with the Mandalorian,
This
and
man.
it's carrying it. He's carrying the whole team on his back.
Put it on his back.
He put it on his back.
Put it
He's
on his
sore
Baby
Yes.
Yoda.
from these 3
Baby Yoda's
stupid
holding it up.
movies.
He's
Yes.
holding it. Baby
He's
Yoda.
raising Baby Yoda.
No, Baby Yoda's raising
Oh.
up the weight on the back of
True.
Pedro.
This movie
Yeah.
was the last chance for them
To
to
fix it.
redeem
Mhm.
a mistake that has killed generations and
Mhm.
generations.
I agree
You're
with you.
You're right. You're
I
right.
couldn't agree more.
You're right.
But they
Couldn't
failed.
agree more.
They failed miserably.
They failed miserably.
Yeah.
And
Dave
I walked
Filoni.
out of there more
Save us.
upset than I've ever walked out of a movie theater in my whole entire life.
Oof.
More disappointed.
Oof.
I remember looking at Logan and I was just like,
He didn't
I-
have words.
I don't
He didn't
remember.
have words.
I don't-
I've never seen him speechless
Have you
like
ever
that.
have you ever seen a grown man cry?
Yes.
I did that day.
that day,
day.
That
in the
day I
corner
did.
of the movie theater.
in a fetal position.
Fetal position.
If you can see Legion, he's wearing a Life Day
I'm
shirt
trying to bring life back to the galaxy.
because, in his opinion, the holiday special was better
Would you
Yeah.
say that?
than the
Would you
Rise
say
of
that?
Skywalker. Is it
Yes.
better than the Rise of Skywalker?
Wow.
You know why?
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 Because there's really no purpose for the holiday
You're
special.
exactly
it's
right.
true.
Yeah. It had no bearing.
Wasted talent.
It had
Yeah.
no
Wasted
bearing.
potential.
Yep.
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 Garbage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're at Logan's, and
You don't do it. I know you know it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
know
gonna.
it
I'm gonna
is.
exclude you because I know you know it.
How does he
Harry,
know?
You've got to figure
Because
it
I
out.
think it's well. I'm not going to tell you how. I
Don't
know,
say anything.
because it might give it
Shut
away.
your mouth. Figure it out. You know it.
Come on.
Deep down in your heart, you know it.
Trust your feelings.
Trust your feelings.
Use the Force, Harry. Go to Dagobah.
What was your honorable mentions
Train
again?
with Master Yoda.
My honorable mentions again were Batman and
father
Robin,
died
Max
in the
Payne,
Clone
Iron
Wars.
Man
I feel like
3,
I'm just not gonna get this one.
Eternals, Catwoman, and Dark Phoenix. It's actually sad you don't know it. I'm hurt. No, I'm not.
Think
I'm
back.
not. But I'm surprised you wouldn't.
Think back.
Oh, Justice League.
Got it.
That was
He
easy.
got it. He got it.
Yeah. When you take a second to think about it,
I'm like, what? I'm like,
about
okay, I'm like
who
running
he
algorithms
wants
in my
to
mind.
fight.
I'm like, oh wait,
So-
what am I doing?
Who does he want to
I-
fight?
Yeah.
Mr.
More
Snyder.
than anyone.
let me dig into this for 1 second.
Yeah,
Okay?
don't take too
All
long
right,
because we've
no.
talked
If
about.
talked
you
about
lined
like
up
7
Satan,
episodes about
Adolf
that.
Hitler, and Zack Snyder, Logan would probably shoot Zack Snyder at least twice, and then maybe like
No, there is-
I would
Satan.
fashion
They come
another
to-
bullet.
They come to Logan and they're like, "You have a
No.
time machine. You can stop one atrocity.
One
what do you stop?
atrocity.
Zack Snyder from making the Justice League.
No, actually, I've grown. And here's what I want to say.
Have you though?
What do you got?
I have grown. This movie, the original cut, has gotten worse over time. Let me explain.
Oh, it's
Over
I believe
time, we have seen how much worse it has gotten. I wouldn't kill Zack Snyder. I would not. I would
Joss
kill
Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Josh Whedon,
that's
yeah.
true. That's
I would
true.
kill Joss
That's
Whedon.
true.
Sure.
Because
Okay?
Not
And here's-
just metaphorically. This
Metaphorically,
is
this
not,
is
he's
a
not actually going to go
metaphor.
out.
This is
Don't
I'm not
flag us
actually. I
on
would
this.
fight him in the street.
He might.
I would
might
fight him
give
in the
a
street.
black
Is a better
eye.
way, a better thing to
He
say.
might give him 2 black eyes.
I would give him 2 black eyes.
He
But
might give
in
him
all
3 black
seriousness,
eyes.
when we first corrected this
Right,
movie,
right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
We thought
this was
Zack
all that
Snyder
it
was
was.
all his fault.
We thought it was Zack
Yeah.
Snyder's fault, and
Yeah.
Zack Snyder cut was not a thing.
right.
Zack Snyder
It was
cut
it was
becoming
a rumor.
a thing
It's a whisper on the
has
interwebs.
made this movie worse.
Agreed.
Okay, because we got to see what we could have had.
And it was actually
the universe, the trilogy that could have been built.
Yeah.
Instead, we got the original Joss Whedon Justice League cut.
Yes, it was
and
bad.
It was horrific.
Yep.
And it was so bad, it
was so
destroyed the entirety of the Justice League slate that had so much potential.
Well, and
think of all the actors that we had cast into amazing positions. We lost Henry Cavill because of Joss Whedon, Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it's an unforgivable
Justice
sin.
League cut.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think.
Do you understand that?
This
Do you
Flash
hear the
movie
words
is useless
that I'm
because
saying?
of Joss
This
Whedon.
Well,
Flash
it's being
movie
used for something different.
is
It's being used to reset.
Is being used to destroy,
to reset him.
To reset.
You know what, Logan? I'm just gonna say
everything.
this one thing. At least you have something that you can do that with. Star Wars has nothing.
No,
Well,
force
no.
fail.
Force fail.
They're not gonna do it.
Here's the thing.
I said the
Too much
same
work.
thing. I said the same thing about the Zack Snyder cut.
I don't
Okay.
think. So I don't
That's
think.
too deep of a cut
I don't
for them.
think
That's
we
true.
understood.
Force fail is
True.
too deep.
I don't think we No, Dave Filoni's like in charge. He could do it.
He could.
He could. I don't think.
Get back on the Justice League.
I don't think we understood when we originally did the Justice League. I don't think we understood
The gravity.
how much. No, well, yes,
I agree with you.
but I don't
the
think
gravity was.
I don't think we understood how much Joss Whedon's changed. Like we kind of found out how much he changed when the Snyder Cut came out.
Yep.
We were kind of the veil was pulled back and we saw the movie that was actually there, because so much of it, even like a lot of the same shots that were in the Joss Whedon cut,
Yep.
were like he used different cuts of those shots,
Right.
because Joss
Right.
Whedon took it and like kind of butchered
Sure.
what it was originally going to be. And so I think when we saw the first Justice League,
I thought it was Zack Snyder. I thought it was all about him.
We thought like 85% of it was Zack Snyder.
Sure.
But I would argue that like 20% of it maybe was Zack Snyder.
Maybe a little bit more. Maybe that might be a little
Maybe
bit
a little
much.
more.
But so my
But
point
so
is,
much of it was
this
changed.
literally destroyed DC slate.
It did.
This movie
The
destroyed
beginning of the end.
the DC slate. It
Yeah.
was the beginning of the end. Things only went downhill from there.
Yeah, it's true.
We got
You're
the
right.
Zack Snyder cut, which showed us what we could have had,
Right.
Yeah.
and what we still desire.
Yes.
Which means, here's the thing: do you think we're ever in
No.
our lifetimes going to see Darkseid again?
Probably not. Because
Probably
I don't
not.
think James Gunn will ever go back
Probably
that
not.
route.
We're never going to
No.
see that intergalactic major battle,
Yeah,
Thanos level battle.
Yeah.
We're never
Yeah.
going to see it. We're never going to see it.
That's the thing with
lost-
DC.
We lost Gal
They
Gadot.
don't have a lot of big guys like that.
They don't have intergalactic things now.
After this.
Mixel what's that guy? They're going to use him instead.
Oh. After this, what are the movies that we got? What are the movies that we got?
Wonder Woman 1984.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman
That's
2
coming out in December.
Right.
I know, but it's one of the movies afterwards.
Aquaman 1 wasn't bad.
Right. But
That came
what
out
I'm
after
saying
Justice League.
is, did we get
No.
anything worthwhile?
No.
This destroyed
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
And they're
yeah.
using the Flash to kill it so that they can burn it.
Which is what
burn it all.
Which is what they need to
they
do.
need to do. I'm not
We need to do
debating.
it,
But
but it stinks.
why do they need to do it?
Because everything was ruined.
Because everything was ruined with Justice,
Justice League.
Everything was ruined with Justice. We lose Batfleck. We
Yeah.
lost Batfleck because of this. And what am I all about? What is Logan all about?
Justice.
Batman.
Batman
Oh.
and DC Comics.
DC Comics.
Batman and DC Comics. And they killed it.
I am glad.
So I was about to put New Mutants above it because it's been the standard
Wasn't
for
personal enough.
everything. But it's not personal
Not
enough.
personal
It's
enough.
not personal enough. And I will say this now. I feel bad for everything, all the bad things I said about Zack Snyder because it was misplaced. It was all Joss Whedon's fault.
Wow.
I should have been fighting
This is
Joss
like an end of a
Whedon
good
in the
movie.
street.
Yeah.
But I've learned how much worse this movie
So you just
is.
punch Zack Snyder in the face and then just decimate.
Joss
Joss
Whedon.
Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Yeah. Yeah, because the reality,
Well, but
I mean,
you know what? But it's not even Zack Snyder's fault.
this
though.
was our
You don't even want
first.
to. I mean, why would you even punch
He deserves
Zack
his
Snyder?
punch.
This was
Well,
our
I don't
first.
know, though.
Yeah,
'Cause
he deserves it a little bit.
Well, no, but the only reason he left was because of a family tragedy.
I know.
You know what I
I
mean?
know,
So it's
and
like
it's terrible.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
And
is
all of
like,
the proceeds of the good movie actually went to
the good stuff.
to the good
so
stuff.
like
So-
in the end, really, we should absolve him though.
I
know?
I don't know. I don't know. I need to
Maybe
think about that.
half a punch for Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
The extended cut was better.
I didn't think it was
The
that
extended
bad.
cut
though.
was better,
A lot
though.
of people hated it. I
The
know.
extended
I
cut was better.
know.
The
extended cut was better because
Oh,
of
yeah.
Justice. But
Yeah.
again, they kept taking it out of his hands. They kept taking it out of his hands.
Why did you say that name?
They kept taking it out of his hands, man.
Yeah, I know.
So, but
Yeah.
Justice League was our first ever correction, and there was no hesitation when we thought about what we were going to correct.
100%.
We said that movie,
That's
and
what
it has since that point
Yeah.
gotten worse
Yeah.
and more personal.
Yeah.
That's why it's number one.
Two
Bottom
people
five.
almost killed DC
Bottom 5.
George Clooney
and Josh.
and Joss Whedon.
I heard they're doing a movie together for DC.
Oh, what would it be? The death of everyone?
Batman 2.
Batman 2? Batman 2,
You
the
shut
death
your
of
mouth.
Batman.
Shut your mouth.
Batman 2 nipples.
Batman 2 nipples?
2 nipples, 2 not as much.
No, but so I don't know.
Bottom 5, guys.
I don't
Bottom
know if
five.
I'd
That's
ever
funny that
watch
we have
again.
like different even universes.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
3 of us.
Yeah.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
Marvel, or Star Wars Archie,
Archie.
and
DC.
DC.
Marvel didn't even make
Marvel
it.
didn't even make it.
No.
Didn't even make it into a bottom
Well,
one.
but most
Subsidiary with me.
most of mine,
Subsidiary.
and most of mine were Marvels.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Only
but
one Marvel made it on mine.
Oh, good for Marvel.
These are the
I'm
worst.
growing.
These are. Can we all agree though? Can we all agree?
Sure.
Here's the one thing
Yeah.
I do feel like I need to say this. New Mutants is our standard.
New Mutants, we all-
That is the bottom
that is
of the barrel.
bottom.
Kind of hate it.
Wait, if we
Yeah.
have to be like,
Yeah.
what is the worst movie to compare? Because here's the thing: I'd watch Justice League over
Over
New
Oh,
New
Mutants.
Mutants.
absolutely.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too.
But personally,
Yeah.
I,
There's still
the
some enjoyable
atrocities
parts.
of
There's
that
not
take
one
are-
single movie that I would rather not watch than
Right.
New
So,
Mutants.
like,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
need to have our new standard bearer of like
Mhm.
the 3 of us are like in agreement, New Mutants is the worst.
Love
of
and
the
Thunder
worst.
is right under that.
Pretty close. It's pretty close.
No, Max.
Max Payne is worse.
See,
I would
here's,
say-
and that, look at that. No, but
We
like,
can't
pause.
even, though.
We can't go. We don't need
No,
to go
we
to
can't
2.
go.
We literally just need to say
New
the
Mutants.
worst.
Even.
The worst.
I
thing that we're
hope
gonna
they
come-
make another movie that's as bad or worse than
Worse
New
than
Mutants.
New
I
Mutants.
can't wait. I can't
Yeah.
wait for that movie.
So
I
This is
can't
this,
wait.
this is
what
our
we
problem
have-
because
That's
we
the question.
what
That's
we
actually the
have-
question.
What's going to be worse?
No, the question to our audience is:
Yeah.
do you think there is a movie that we
That's
need to
worse
correct
than New
that is
Mutants?
worse than New Mutants?
There probably is.
What?
I would say
What?
Spawn.
Drop it in the comics.
No, it's not. That's not as bad as you
Spirit.
think. Spirit, maybe.
Spirit.
The Spirit. I would say
Not from what I remember of it, but we can
it's
certainly
pretty
try
bad,
it.
man. It's pretty
We
bad.
can certainly try it, but not from what I remember of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, so that's our bottom 5.
Bottom 5.
So bottom 5, bottom 5, bottom 5. We also have a Legion crowning achievement,
The Crowning Achievement
which
Award.
is New Mutants.
Yeah, the ultimate bottom.
Yeah. So we'll leave the results up here on the
Creme
screen.
de la garbage.
We'll leave the results up here on the screen. Look it over. Pause the screen. Take a mental note. You never want to watch these movies.
Nope.
But we'll leave them up here, and we're gonna get them printed out. And you know what? We've done almost 60 corrections now.
Almost 60 corrections. I can't
And
believe it.
I say when we get to 100, we'll do it again.
100. That's a good number.
Yeah.
A
We'll
good
get
round
to 100,
number.
we'll do it again.
But seriously, out there, fans,
Tell us.
You need. This is the challenge. I issue this challenge. Find a worse movie that needs a comic correction.
Calling out to
Yes,
all
than New
fans.
Mutants.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
And you know
I
what?
actually, this is now.
Join-
I'm on this. Like, I want to know what could
Yeah.
like we.
Is there something
the three
worse?
of
Is it
us
there?
The 3 of us hardly,
Oh, what could they
hardly
do?
agree.
Hardly ever agree.
On anything. We the second one we go to this. We already had disagreed.
Yeah, right.
But if there was no disagreement
No
on this one,
hesitation on New Mutants.
I cannot
so
wait.
bad.
Find
Join-
something worse.
Join our Patreon so that you can help vote on the
Vote
terrible
on
movies that
something
we
worse.
watch.
Yep.
So that we can find that
Find it.
$2.
worse than New
that
Mutants.
diamond in the rough.
That's wrong.
No, it's yeah, you're right. It's $3.
It's 3.
It's $2.99.
It's
$2.99 with
Nah.
tax. Without tax, when you put the tax on, it's $3.
3.
$3, and then you can help us watch terrible movies.
Watch terrible
You
movies.
can torture us.
Yeah, we love you guys.
You hate us.
We do. We
You
love
can
you
torture
guys.
us.
Yeah, we'll gladly take the pain because we are
To the face.
comic correctors.
Comic
So we do.
correctors.
What were we?
The comick correction officers.
Comic correction officers.
That's us.
Freeze.
CCO.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're
you
coming
guys.
with me, dead or alive.
You want to bring him in warm, or I can bring you in cold. We'll see you guys next time on the Legion of Comic Correction.